Hey, hey! Welcome back to the Golden Circle Homestead. I am Amanda, and good morning. The sun is shining. It is a beautiful day. It is Memorial Day, and I have some new things to show you. And then we're going to head over to our neighbor's and see his farm, and also milk some goats. So last week we went up to Michigan. We had to grab a few more of our things. We had some boxes as well as a kids swing set, play set up there. So we went up to get that because my in-laws are moving and retiring. They sold their house, so we had to grab those last items. And while we were there, we visited my parents and I got a bunch of plants. So I'll show you what I got here. So this is where I have all of those plants I got from Michigan. They are kind of in a temporary garden style, but also not really. I just needed to get them in the ground. So they're hanging out here until we eventually move back. But yeah, so we have on each corner here is like an ornamental grass. And then there are a few clumps of these kind of around the border. And that's epimedium. And then there are a bunch of like kind of trees in the back. 3 of them are viburnum. 1 is a burning bush, and then 1 is lilac. I think these 3 right here are the viburnum. I think lilac's down there and the burning bushes here. And then there's a Stelladora lily. I think that's the Stelladora lily. And there are honeybees all over it. Hostas. And then I can't remember what this guy is, and there's one over there too. Those are from the last trip that my parents came and brought plants, and I don't remember what they are. They might be a lily as well. And then is there anything I'm missing? We have some ground covers that are hanging around here. There is Pachysandra, which I think I put over here. And then there's also some Japanese ferns and some ivy in this garden. And then because everything's been transplanted and it's new, I'm not going to probably get any blooms from stuff. And I'm really like hurting for blooms, so I picked up some celosia just to give some color. So this is the status on the other weird transplant garden. And I say weird because I literally just like threw things in the ground. There is no I tried to kind of plan it with where things were going, but like not really, because this is not a forever garden and it'll eventually get transplanted back next year, so it's just hanging in there for now. The other thing I did for color was I got one of these. My goodness, I'm blanking on the name, given I haven't had coffee yet this morning. So, oh my goodness, y'all know what these are, right? If not, comment and I'll get the name. I am blanking on it right now. Oh my gosh. I don't know. I have these in my garden every single year. You can go back in the previous videos and see the one from our house in Michigan. But they're beautiful. They kind of add like this tropical touch. But this was open the other day, and then this one just started blooming, or is about to pop open. But the blooms only last for like a day or two, but they come throughout the whole summer. So some color there. These are the bee balm, and those are doing really well. Even the peonies are looking really healthy and good. There are like none of this, well, the bee balm might bloom. I would actually kind of be surprised if any of it does, but the peonies definitely won't be blooming this year. There's rosemary over there. That's looking good. The lavender here. This was actually hurting for a minute, and it has seemed to perk back up. So we're doing good there. I got a bunch of hens and chicks, and this one I got, and it had like, you know, it was huge, and so I split them off, and so they're kind of placed all around. And then we've got back here hydrangeas. It looks like we do have some blooms coming on them, at least this one. There's some on that one over there. This one, it looks like it's coming up at the bottom. Excuse me. Looks like it's coming up at the bottom, even though we've just got the sticks here. But there's blooms on that one and this one. And, oh, some on this one too. So, probably get some hydrangea clusters. That'll be nice. Yeah. So onions are doing really good. I had some little like flower starts up here that I snipped off. They kind of look like this. So we'll just take that off. And the reason why I do that is because it's sending all the energy to produce a flower. And unless you want the flower for seeds, there's no point in having it, because it's just going to stop the growth of the bulb, which we want these for the bulb. So, and then I also use this area of the bed to kind of get some more seed starts going for tomatoes. So you'll see that they've kind of like popped up here and there and everywhere. So I'm going to pull those out and then transplant them. The asparagus is looking lovely. It's coming up. So I'm excited about that. There was no drainage in this pot, and so the one pumpkin plant that came up died, unfortunately. So no pumpkins. But here's the row of sunflowers. They're getting much bigger. And then there's a row of corn back here. Looks like the ones that were on this side didn't pull through. And then I need to get these weeds out of here so that they're not obstructing the corn. We have the zucchini plant over here. And then these are our potato bins, so those are looking good. These are a bunch of Roma tomato starts. And then these are a bunch of the Principe Borghese tomato starts. So I'm just waiting to get the trellises planted and positioned for those, and then those and the ones in this bed will get transplanted. And then in this bed, I planted some more corn over here, and then I planted cucumbers and zucchini as well, so that we can get some more of those going. There's like some weird things popping up around that I did not plant, but they're all consistent, so I'm like not quite sure what they are. I have to think back, and did I plant something else? But it does look like there's like a couple tomato plants that are just like popping up around. So yep, that is the deal with those beds. I think that's it. Oh, this pot over here, which I didn't mention earlier, we just got watermelon seeds because the boys, and when I say the boys, I include Jonathan too, wanted watermelons. So I was like, okay, well, it's still way cheaper to get seeds, and for the price of the watermelon starts and how far along they were, I was like, 2 weeks and we'll have the same amount. So those are the watermelon starts. And then this whole area we cleared because we're going to put like a market garden in here. So that's where the trellises are going to go, and where all of the tomatoes and cucumbers and everything are going to get transplanted. Are you trying to ride that scooter, Elijah? What's she doing? You got to push it with your feet. It doesn't just go. What'd you find? Did you find some chalk? Say that's yellow. That's yellow. And that one's green. Can you say yellow?
Yeah.
Can you say green? Hey, come here. I know you haven't experienced this yet, and we're gonna have to be careful because it's the road, but come here. Watch this. Come here. Come here. You sit down. Sit down. Sit down. Sit down. Okay, watch this. Watch this. Whoopsie, as I break it. Look, you can color with them.
Hey.
Yay. Good morning, Rosella. Hello, Henrietta.
Yeah.
Yeah. All the chickens are back there. You need to be careful. Yeah, they're all back there. There are thorns back there, Elijah. You need to be careful. No, no. This is the play set. I'm very excited for us to get it up for the boys, but I'm not sure if that's going to happen up front where we're currently at or once we finally get back to our spot. So, you okay? I also did not realize that there's this whole bag of variegated hostas that I totally missed. Hello. I guess these are his brooders. And so they have their own chicken tractor.
Broilers. I said
Broiler.
brooder.
You said brooder.
I said brooder.
I was going to say,
broiler.
I was like, those are kind of some interesting,
No, I think they call
they're
them
broiler
chicks.
chickens,
They're meat
not,
birds.
yeah, not brooders.
See the chicken that thinks he's a duck? Come on, Elijah. Elijah. What's this down here?
It's been a while since I've walked on grass.
So, this is the...
Did you hear me?
This is the, this is the way he does the thing. It's just pipe.
Whoopsies, tumble.
Come on, get up. And this is movable.
Here you go.
This that works real good for the chickens. Come on, Elijah. Elijah, come on. Yeah, there he is right there. He's like, I don't know how to swim like you do. He thinks he's a duck.
Oh no! What happened? Are you sad that they swam away? They left you? Oh no! It's okay, they'll come back. It's okay, they'll come back. We just can't play with those ones. Those aren't ours.
You don't want to fall in there, it's gross. You get tons of minnows for the ducks to eat and stuff. It's not that I want to get rid of her, I really don't.
We're thinking about bringing Rosella down here because she'd have a better life right now.
A bunch of friends. And swim. Got a bunch of minnows to eat.
What is this?
This is fed out of down there.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I'm hearing water down here. What a nice sound.
Oh, Dave, come here, hurry up. Quietly and slowly. But hurry. You You can look right there and see exactly who's making all that noise right next to the branch. Look
Oh,
how big he is.
there's like a bullfrog down
Big
there
enough to eat.
making lots of noise.
That's what we need. We need a big old pond, some water.
Hi. So it's a very automatic process.
Oh, nice. Little bit, no big deal. Hi, little Abigail.
Her name's Abigail.
Mm-hmm. Looks like an Abigail. Tell Megan that. They're all laying on chicks.
Aww. These are the brooders.
Yeah. Laying on eggs.
Oh
right
my
there.
goodness. Oh my goodness, you want
Oh,
attention.
look over here. Look at him peeking out.
Oh. Oh, look at the babies. Oh my goodness.
That's
So
what we need.
cute.
We need some brooders. He's got 4 and he's got chicks running all over the place.
Some sheepy sheeps.
Hi.
Hello.
They're like,
Look at them all looking at us.
skeptical.
They're like, you're coming toward us.
Go that way. The ones you want are still in there.
I know the babies. Look at the babies. The little babies. Hi. Run this way. Mama's leading the babies.
Hey, you're doing a horrible job. You both sides. Go towards the fence.
Oh,
Hey, Vietnam.
bye.
You are a sweetheart. I love you.
Hello, baby.
Stinky though. Stinky though. You need a good shaving.
The Great Pyrenees
Mama
that can kill mountain lions.
Yeah.
You're so sweet.
You brought back a coyote or a bobcat, I think, last year.
Mm-hmm.
Needs a good shaving.
We're on the back of the truck and we're riding to the pasture. Yeah? What are we doing? What are we doing? So, look at all this milk. It's goat milk from milking the goat this morning. It was a very different experience than what I was expecting. I thought it was going to be hand milking, and it ended up being with this machine, which is way easier and way more efficient. But alas, it is something that is probably not going to be something we get right off the bat, probably much further down the road. So I'm going to need to learn how to milk goats by hand at some point, which is apparently very gruesome and a very challenging experience. But that's where we're going to be. Goat's milk, if you didn't know, you can get cow's milk or goat's milk. And goat's milk actually is smaller with their molecules. So you can take a baby straight from the mother with the mother's milk and go to goat's milk, where you cannot do that with a dairy cow for cow's milk. So that is something, I think there's less sugar content in goat's milk, and it's just way easier on the digestive system. So long term, it is more beneficial to go the goat's milk route. But yeah, so we're probably going to start off with goats at some point before we do cows. But this is just with two mamas. And I don't know, I don't even think it took 15 minutes to do both of them. So yeah, it was an experience. I've never tried goat's milk. I've never had unpastured milk either. So I'm going to try it and we're going to see what it tastes like. Cheers! So it's very interesting because store-bought milk has a lot of sugar in it, and you can definitely tell that this is not sweet like store-bought milk. But it tastes very creamy, very milky. Not creamy in a thick sense, creamy in a flavor sense. It like has this like, it's like you can taste the fat and it lingers, kind of like a buttery taste. But if you're used to store-bought milk, it has a very plain flavor in comparison because of the lack of sugar. But it's really good. So, yeah. This is straight from the goat. That sounds like a funny phrase. And it just went through, like, there's these special milk filters, and it just went through that straight into the mason jar. So it's pure in its purest, cleanest form. But yeah, it's really good. Our hand at some more sustainability practices. So I have 3 of these guys sitting in water trying to regrow from these lettuce scraps, which, if you didn't know, you can actually take a lot of scraps from going shopping at the grocery store and you can put them in water and they will regrow. So that is something that we are working on here. Landon's trying goat's milk for the first time. Do you like it? Good?
Tastes thicker. Tastes thicker.
Thicker? Yeah. Probably not as sweet, right? Good. Our neighbor gave us a bunch of manure that we're gonna lay down all over the ground here, but we're gonna keep it in a pile for the moment until we're closer to being ready to plant. So it opened up and bloomed. It only took a couple hours in the heat of the sun. So that is all I have for you today. I'm going to sip on some apple pie moonshine and go eat some burgers and enjoy the rest of Memorial Day. I hope you do the same. I will see you in the next video. If you liked this video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up and a like. Drop a comment if you have any questions or just want to chat. And if you want to follow the rest of our adventures, hit that subscribe button. And we'll see you in the next video. Have a good one. Bye.